This is Monday, October 13th, 2025. Current time is 5:50 in the PM Eastern Standard Time. The math, what it showed up for last Tuesday evening, or Monday into Tuesday, is basically 664. Supposed to be in support, but I know there's tariff talks and the government still shut down, etc. So basically what happened on Friday is that the market dipped below 664, went up and tagged it, so anybody, it don't happen all the time, but it happens many times. Whatever I map off, it will at least tag it again, and then that allows people to get out of their positions that was trying to get long here, or to reverse their position and go short, which it shows up as being, algorithms would have been reading it at the time as being mostly negative. Yeah, mostly negative the whole time. It tried to break back out right here at 130 the other day, and it didn't quite make it. Anyway, that's all material. But today, or early this morning, I think it was 5 o'clock this morning, I seen it coming up, and I figured it would, what it did is it gravitated towards the volume weighted average price, which is super common as well. And Friday evening, I just figured it would be more likely to go up than down just because of how much it was down on the day. But it got up to the volume weighted average price, bounced around there. And then I was definitely figuring that it would at least go up to the previous, it's supposed to have been support level at 663.83 was the actual math. You had a ghost wick this morning that picked it back up, so when I seen that, I was like, well, that can possibly be picked back up again and trying to go bullish, but it's just, that's all it was ghost wick. At the bottom of the average daily range, it hovered around that, tagged around it, went back up past 664. You can see how it made perfect resistance again at 663.83. Again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing. That number was meaningful, and the bottom of the average daily range was trying to make some support in the volume weighted average price as well. It's trying to lean more in a bullish way, more so than a bearish way. That's how I read it anyway. And what shows up the math for tomorrow, since today was such a cluster and it really didn't have massive volume like it did another day. On Friday it had 160 million shares traded, and today's been 80 million, so it's half what was Friday. So it maintaining above, or trying to maintain above the bottom of average daily range and near the volume weighted average price as well. And what I did is I wasn't happy with the math line goes, so I have to go to my secondary system. What I did is I took what was last Tuesday's and went to the more extreme level. 654.89 is what shows up, to 687.17. That's a much broader range that it can possibly hit. Gravitation point on that one is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be, well, I'd hate to even say. Anyway, that's what I would be looking for, or hoping for, to be able to get into more, to catch the broader possible move. Which it happened Friday, it dipped below it, you had a chance to get out of it. It gives you one chance sometimes, and it rocketed down. Just crash landed. So, again, I don't pay attention to much of any news as far as news catalysts and stuff. It's just statistics and probabilities and a little bit of math is all I do. That's what I'd be looking for, or trying to hope for, I guess, for much broader move in the markets tomorrow, or this coming up week rather. That's not super duper helpful, but I mean, it is what it is. If I wish, like, my math would have showed, like, what would be nice would be if my math showed 677.02 and then 651.59. If that actually matched up, I'd be happy. I'd be really, really, really happy with that. That has happened in the past where it does match up like that, and that shows you possible support and resistance pretty easily. And there's 2 levels that line up too, so you don't have that today. You just don't. At the last 2 minutes in the market today, you had massive volume. His all sell volume, mostly sell volume. It doesn't show. And throughout the day, that average volume actually picked up. But again, it's about half what it was on Friday. That don't necessarily matter, but it doesn't give me high hope to think long is all. And that ultimately don't matter. It's all material. It's just a bunch of sellers at last possible minutes of the day. Alright, I guess that's enough of a video. Hope you're happy, healthy, and well. Goodbye.